Melissa. In this video, I am going to show you how to engrave these really popular leather jewelry boxes. So the one thing about these is you can engrave them with other xTool lasers, including the P2, the S1, and I have the M1 around the corner as well. However, I actually prefer to do it with the F1, and I'll tell you why. First of all, the thickness of these makes it a challenge for the laser to pass over in the other lasers without a riser. So of course, like I said, you can do it with that, but I do find it easiest with the F1. So not only does the smallest one here just fit right in there, and then you just adjust the distance of the laser until those red and blue until those red and blue lights align, then you know it's in focus. You can also do larger ones. Now, even though this does not fit inside, the great thing about the F1 is, first of all, you could engrave like this, but what you also can do is pop out the bottom and then place the F1 actually on top. Okay, so you actually need to have something behind so it's a little top heavy, but you can do that. I actually just kind of push it against the wall. So let me show you exactly how to do this so you can start engraving these adorable little leather boxes, which make perfect gifts. You can customize them basically on the go. These are from Amazon, but they engrave really nicely. So let's get to it. Okay, so you will launch xTool Creative Space and just go to File, Import Image, and then bring in your image. This design that I am using is an SVG. You can also use a PNG. It's from So Fancy. It's supposed to be a cutting file, but works perfectly fine as a laser engraving file as well. So what you can do here is, I have this star here because I was practicing on the leather jewelry box and accidentally engraved on the top rather than the bottom, which is where I wanted to go. So you'll click engrave, and that is going to fill your design. Okay, then what you're going to do is you can size. So if you want to frame, which I would suggest that you do, you can pick that framing option in xTool Creative Space. And when you do go and do the framing, what that's going to do is it's either going to put a box or an image of your design right on your jewelry box, so you'll be able to see exactly where it's going to engrave. Then when you're ready, you can go ahead and click start. Now, then you will have to push the start button on the xTool F1 so that the processing begins. Now, I will tell you that I am going to put the perfect laser settings for these boxes in the description below so that you will have those. I actually just use the artificial leather material setting that is already in xTool. It's a default, so you can go ahead and click that, and then what you're going to see is that it is using the blue light at 80% power and 700 speed with 120 lines per second. And as I said, I will put those in the description below as well. So once the engraving is done, this only took about a minute and a half, you are complete. Now, let me show you exactly how I did this gray box, which as you can see is larger, doesn't allow for the full cover to come down. I like the cover to come down when it can, only because it's just better protected for your eyes, a little bit safer. So you can see here I have this set up against the wall. What I'm going to do is I'm actually, only that open space is the engravable space, but that's plenty big for this larger jewelry box. And then I do need to adjust the laser focus. Again, you do want to make sure that you do that. And then the same process goes forward in xTool Creative Space. I use the exact same settings, and here we go with the engraving. This one didn't come out a different color like the blue one did. It came out almost like a different color gray, so not as noticeable, not as dramatic, not as noticeable as you have the teal with basically what looks like a tan engraving, but I kind of like the monotone or monochrome, whatever you want to call it, on the gray. So that is how you are going to engrave these jewelry boxes. I will also link to the jewelry boxes below as well. And if you're looking for more ideas, tips, tricks, and tutorials for Creative Space and your laser, whether that's an xTool F1, P2, M1, or S1, I've got them all here on my YouTube channel, so don't forget to subscribe. And if you're looking for one-on-one help, I do offer that as well through Silhouette U, and you can get a discount on that in the description below. See you guys!